Good afternoon, YouTube. Oh, I've had some more work done on the Kulung stroke sidecar, some major upgrades. So let's have a look, shall we? So it looks a bit like a stagecoach at the back. As you remember, there's two seats, but we've taken the one out. We only needed it to carry more people, but we've had that upholstered. We've now got a full upholstery around. So when we bought it, it was just the top on there. But now I've had this put on, the windscreen. That's got to go back in because the glass wouldn't fit properly. So that's going to be finished on Monday. So there's a full side there now. So they're really encased in. This part here, so the roof wasn't on, it was on properly, but it was too far to my right, so I was going to get wet on the left. So what they've done is they've adjusted this here. You see that? They've bent those. And now it's on correctly. So it now covers me. Well, a lot better than what it did anyway. But of course I'm going to have that glass in the front. The windscreen from the motorbike will stay in place. So that'll stay on there. There's glass coming in there. This then gets attached properly, like so. So I'm going to be pretty covered myself. The sides here, it's on Velcro. This actually comes down. Let me just show you quickly. I can just do that quickly. So if it's raining, or we've got stuff inside and we want to go somewhere else and leave it, that goes like that, and then gets Velcroed down, so it's nice and taut, nice and straight. We're taking it back in again, I say, on Monday to get the windscreen done. And Salah's decided she would prefer to have a window on the back, which does sort of make sense. And I come up with the idea, why don't we have a round one? Like a porthole. That'll look nice, won't it? So that's the plan with that. Like I say, the other plan is eventually when I go back to the UK and come back next year, I want to buy a UK number plate with the word Liverpool FC on it, with a live bird on the side of it. I think that'll look cool. We'll get some other things done to it next year. I got a lot more painting to do on it, where it needs touching up, where I miss bits, and this that they've put on this framework here, that now will be painted that colour because I've got used to that colour, so the whole thing is going to become the same colour as that. They've also strengthened this because this was very wobble, very fragile. So as I put this on, they've also put a bar there that attaches that. That just makes it stronger. Here, I've had it realigned. It wasn't aligned properly, so that's why it wasn't riding smoothly. I was always felt like I was going to fall off to the left. But they asked that they were strengthened it there. And on the outside here, it's been strengthened to that, so it's now really solid. And then on the back, they asked me when we went to town to go and get a new shock absorber from a Honda. That one there. So they put that this. So the other, I don't think you can see that, but so that's the original shock absorber, and the same on the other side, obviously. But now we've got an extra one, so we've still got the original on there, but they put that one on as well. And in front of it, you can't quite see it, but the original one's still in place. So they've made a bracket up the top here. I put this one on here, and it's made the world of difference. They obviously know what they're doing. Now I can go along nicely at 40 miles an hour and around the corners, and it feels really solid. Before I'd have to go down to about 5-10 miles an hour to go around the right hand corners because it felt like the whole thing was going to tip. Now it's back to the way that one feels, probably even better. Obviously this has got a lot more power, so as you can see it's attached down there as well. It's really strong. I mean, seriously strong. Really good job done. They had it for nearly 3 days, but it was worth waiting for. And so I'd like to say this rolls back up, which we'll normally do in the daytime. You can do the same with the back as well. So what we're probably going to do, and Sally was sat in the back today, she said it just doesn't feel quite right, not as comfortable. So you can move those so you can have it more in the middle. That means when we do the shopping, like we did the other day, you can put stuff in the front, stuff on the top, and this rolls up, and you can put stuff in the back as well. This rolls up the same as that. This does that as well. But we won't actually roll that up, which means we can put stuff in and just fasten it back down again. I don't want to roll these things up and down too much if I can help it, because it's then wear and tear, isn't it? So I'm not sure the quality of this, the material. I think they do last quite a few years, but I was quite surprised to see when we bought this one, it's just stapled there and there, it's all just stapled on there. You see that? I'm not sure if this one is as well. Yeah, I suppose this one must be. Oh, this one's got like tacks, been tacked on all somehow. A little bit different. So yeah, so that's it for now. Windscreen's going to be put in on Monday, hopefully, and we're happy now in our new mode of transport. It's all pretty much coming together. So I've got some painting to do. It's been another scorching hot day today, so I haven't done it. Plus, I want to wait till the windscreen's in because I want to paint the whole thing then, even inside here. These will all be painted. I say, oh, this will all be painted, all the same colour. I think I've got enough paint left, but I don't mind going and get another tin. And it's nice to have a top up as well because, you know, see, it's come off there already. I think somebody was stood on there a couple of times. That's already come off, so that doesn't matter. I'm just going to put some more paint on there, and this will happen over the years, you know. And this is where the one seat goes on. See that it takes the paint straight off. That's why I don't want to. Because we won't use the second seat unless there's more of us going. It's normally just the two of us or three of us. So if it's just Sally and the Venice, we only need the one seat. If we're taking somebody else, like Sally's mum, then obviously we'll put the other seat in. But I don't want to move that one seat around too much. I want to leave the other one, which is now in the shop, leave it in there, cover it over, probably put it in my garage out of the way, and only use it if we really need to save the paintwork, really, because every time you take them on and take them off, it does that. I don't know how to stop that, really, because if I was thinking of putting some rubber on these hooks where that goes on, but then they're not going to fit on there properly. The back one would. There seems to be a bit more room, but, you know, it's not the end of the world. But once it's on there, so instead of there, it's going to be here somewhere. And I want to keep it there as long as possible and move it as little as possible. In an ideal world, I would just have them welded into place, but we can't because sometimes we need an extra seat in there. So anyway, I've gone on long enough. That's it. I'm hoping this video is okay. I did a same sort of thing yesterday when we got it back and the audio didn't work. So I'm going to check this out now and you'll be seeing it soon, hopefully.